Hey favorites, happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, October 22nd, and I would like to welcome you to this week's video, vlog 118, and the weekly wrap-up. All in one, baby. I told you guys Friday at our date night that I hadn't filmed the vlog at all. So, we're here now. And some weeks are just going to be like this. That's showbiz, baby. Some weeks are going to be less exciting. And that is because my life was less exciting this week, if I'm being totally honest with you. And has kind of been, okay, that's not fair. My life has been very exciting. Okay? However, I have not been taking care of myself. And I've touched on this in the past few weeks, but I have not been taking good care of myself. And it comes from a place of wanting to be selfless and comes from my people-pleasing tendencies. And these are things that I'm working on healing. They're things that we are trying to do. But part of healing is eating shit a lot. And so I have been in this mode of not taking care of myself. And I ate shit this week. And I was finally like, I really should be taking care of myself. And that comes in the form of burnout for me usually. So I noticed in therapy this week, it was just funny because when I go into therapy sometimes, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. So I'll sit down, I do Zoom. So I'll sit down and I will pull out my journal and I'll put the date on there because I take notes. Who do you think I am? Hello. So I'll put the date on there and I'll put my key things that this week had, right? So highlights kind of. Usually that's what I do. But this week when I sat down, I didn't have anything really to write in my highlights. Except I think I wrote it was a bad week or something. So when I sat down and we started our session, I very quickly realized that I was mad. Yeah, I had no notes at all at the top, which is not like me at all. So I realized I was mad. So mad is not an emotion that I feel very often. So if I'm feeling mad, it means I'm burnout. I'm past the point of being sad, and I'm feeling like I'm not being heard, or I'm feeling like I'm not being seen or validated, or something is going on that's not working for me. And I've exhausted all my options, and I feel like I'm just screaming, and no one is listening to me. And when I'm at that point, I'm in shutdown mode. And so I was kind of in shutdown mode on Saturday and recognizing that I'm mad. And why am I mad? And being able to kind of unpack that in therapy. And she's just sitting there mm-hmm. And I'm going, oh shit, I'm actually pissed. And she's like, yeah? You mad? And I'm like, yeah, I'm actually really fucking mad. What the hell? It really helps me out to be able to just bounce that off of someone who is a totally neutral party. And I was like, yeah, sure. So we're taking care of ourselves. We're back on the horse. By the way, I used to ride horses. I can ride a horse. Well, maybe not anymore, but I could ride a horse before. We're back on the horse because part of healing is eating shit. Sometimes we're going to fall off, right? It's just how quickly do we get back up? Because I get up a lot more quickly than I used to, right? Before this whole burnout series and this whole not taking care of myself, this would have gone on a lot longer before. But in part because I have the vlogs, therapy, we're healing, we're taking care of ourselves. We recognize that we don't get to be here forever, so let's make the most of it. I can I can reflect on that and go, yeah, I'm not really taking good care of myself. And it reflects in the vlogs when I'm not doing as much. If I'm not doing my yoga, if I'm not gardening, if I'm not cooking, if I'm not doing these things like painting, if I'm not doing things that make me feel good and pour into my cup, then that's going to reflect on the vlogs. And that's why the vlogs have been the way they are. But they won't be that way forever, right? Because we get back up on the horse. So reading is one of my favorite things to do, as you know. So I have a few new books that I want to share with you that I've been reading. And then I'll let you go. It's not even going to be a big deal, but it's good to know that I know where I'm at and I'm able to get back on the path of correcting this anger that I have inside of me. I say as I'm smiling. I know, but it's in there, So anyways, one of my favorite gifts that I got this week was the Dolly Parton Behind the Seams book. And this is Oh my God, can I use this word? This is an amalgamation. That's the first word that came to my mind. So this is an amalgamation of all of her costumes, hair designs over the years. This is like a Dolly Parton time capsule. I don't know. It's so cool. So I'm really excited as a massive Dolly Parton fan, and she is an absolute icon and queen. I'm so excited to add this to my library. She's so wonderful. So anyways, I'm very excited about that. I'm not really reading that, but I just wanted to show it to you. The books that I am reading, though, I don't have my Kindle, but I'm reading something over there. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen. I'm reading... Wow, they both die at the end, which is true. We all do. Okay, I just started this. I have no idea. And then the other things I'm reading are more like poems or short stories, because as I get back into reading again, that is where my focus is. Like, that's pretty much where I'm at. Like, I can only really do these things. And I'm only doing it at lunch right now. I'm getting back into it. I don't want to just go full on, like, to the opposite end of the spectrum and go, like, super crazy, like, plan out every minute. Because if I do that, I'm not going to stick with it, right? So I'm trying to be realistic while also taking care of myself. So that's what we do. And so the books that I've been reading that have, like, poems or short stories are love letters. This is Virginia Woolf and Vita Sackville West. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm a sucker for a love letter. So seeing a love story like this for me is... this is everything I could ever want and dream, you know? Oh my God. Okay, I turned to this one. Ready? Dearest Creature. I'm done. Dearest Honey. Anyways, this is beautiful, stunning. I highly recommend it. The next one is Film for Her, which is something that I've actually thought about doing myself. And I guess we kind of do with the vlogs, but this is like a physical format. This is like a storybook. So it has pictures in it, but it also has stories about what's happening in the pictures. It also has letters. I think there's a letter in here somewhere. Yeah, like there's like poems, but also like pictures that they took, stories and stuff like that. I don't know. I find this really interesting. I'm excited about it. I think this concept is really cool. So I look forward to that. And then Mary Oliver's Devotions. I mean, so beautiful. So that, well, I have other books too, but that's currently what I'm reading, plus what's on my Kindle. Yeah, we're back into like stacks of book mode, where there's just like stacks of currently being read books around my house, and I low-key love it. Like, I'm not a really... You don't come into my house expecting a magazine-ready house. Like, it is not like that. We live in this house. My house is pretty small for our family. It's pretty big. We've definitely outgrown it, but I'm not buying a house in this economy right now. So we're just doing what we can. I'm also a maximalist. I like my things, and I love books. I just think a house that has a lot of books in it just feels good to me, you know? So expect that when you come into my house. But also take your shoes off at the door, because you're not tracking the outside into my house. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So we have some things that we are particular about. But you're always welcome at my house. Except now I'm going to go. So thank you so much for spending time with me. I know this vlog was a little bit shorter than we like, with less variety, but we're on the path, baby. We're getting right back on the horse. Because we've done this before. We'll do it again. We will always eat shit, okay? We are here to consistently do that until we learn whatever it is we're supposed to learn. So every time you do it, go, well, this is just an opportunity for me to stand back up and handle business. That's showbiz, baby. Alright, I love you. Thanks for being here and for being so beautiful and incredible and sexy. I will talk to you soon. I love you. And I'll see you soon. Friday on hello? My hair is so full of secrets right now. Yeah. While also fueling my car? No. What did I just say? Did I just say words? You want a Butterfinger? Oh!